What's up, guys? It's Sion, and I am back, and this is another episode of the MMO show. Basically, we talk about the weekend MMOs. Some games aren't MMOs sometimes, but I like to, keep it mixed up a little bit. So the very first thing that we're going to look at today is Final Fantasy Mobius. That is coming to Steam. It's going to be on PC now, so that's going to be hot. I actually play this game a lot on my mobile phone. I don't cover it because it's on my mobile phone. I don't really like playing it on BlueStacks and stuff like that. I haven't even done the video on that yet, but since it's going to be on Steam, we're going to see it now. I'm going to show you guys my characters, and we're just going to have a little bit of fun with it. Should be interesting overall. The story is pretty simple. You pretty much have to save a princess, which is Sarah right there, and save the world. It's like a really simple type of story, and you see backstory coming and a lot of I guess you want to say betrayal coming. Like, you see it coming, but it doesn't actually like be in your face, I want to say. So you should have some fun with this game. Like, this game is actually really fun. I'm interested to see it on PC, to have it at full HD and just go through. Like, it looks really good right here. I'm gonna love this, man. Next up is Sword Art Online Mobile, which is like, this game was gonna suck, but this game, like, as you can see, this game is pretty cool, man. I thought overall that it's pretty straightforward and the characters are pretty good. You get the different renditions of the Sword Art Online characters, and man, it's the overall fun that you can have. Like, I like, some people don't like Kirito all the time, but I think he's fun to actually use. You get special types of characters. Like, when you guys see the video that I'm going to put up, which you might have already seen the video right now, I have, I believe, Asuna, and I pretty much have her, like, her nightgown version. Pretty crazy. Like, everybody has, like, a different type of version that they actually have, so I don't have everybody in it. I haven't gone through all the story, but I'm interested to see how far it goes through. And then, like you see, it says it's going to be a original storyline. So, and it's going to be real-time multiplayer, and that I definitely want to see, the real-time multiplayer. I haven't gotten to unlock that yet, so yeah. Okay, now Dark and Light. Dark and Light is going to be pretty epic, in my opinion. It seems like it's pretty good. It seems like a little bit Monster Hunter, a little bit Ion, a little bit maybe Guild Wars 2, and like this overall, like this right here, this just looks fun. Like, capturing this dragon right here, this dragon, like, he ain't got a chance. That looks like it takes a lot of skill to actually do that overall. The actual look of everywhere in this game, man, like, if you actually sit down and look at all the trailers that this game has, it's pretty good. It makes me feel good overall, especially the fact that they're saying it's going to be sandbox. We'll see how sandbox, because a lot of games recently have said sandbox, and they're kind of like theme park sandbox, which piss people off, and I don't know what to say about that. But like, I appreciate the games, but I want to see if somebody could really do sandbox. So we'll see how that goes, and if it's actually going to be good. All right, next up we have Justice, which is by NetEase. It's supposed to be a PvP game, which is going to have like a no holds bar type of PvP where there's going to be no hiding, martial artists, and doing the nice fun, kicking people's ass and probably beating up lobies, which is going to piss off a lot of people who are Care Bear. Sorry, Care Bears, but casuals are not allowed apparently in this game. No safe spot. So if you're going to be sitting there trade skilling, thinking you're going to be cooking food, nope, somebody's going to come and kick you right in your face while you're cooking food. And I think that's realistic, because why shouldn't you be able to do something like that? And if it's going to be about that life, then be about that life. I'm pretty interested in this one overall. I'm signed up for the closed beta in China, so we'll see if I actually get in. Sometimes they allow me in, sometimes they don't. Sometimes NetEase straight up comes to me and says, "Here's the key." And before that, but they don't do it all the time. It's like they like me sometime, and then other times they're like, "Who's this guy?" So yeah. Battle Crew, which had a closed beta yesterday on Thursday, is actually a little bit action oriented. It reminds me of the new game that's coming by NCSoft, which is MXM. A little bit like MXM, but a little bit over the top. So it's more fast and combat, and I could see myself using more controller than, because I was just using like keyboard for this, and it didn't feel that smooth as it should be. And this is actually the second time that I'm actually talking about this, but I just want to put out there and have guys, come in and try to play this game, because it's pretty cool. It's a little bit Castlevania too. Like I can see myself getting into this one and being badass. So we'll see. I like to play different games and have different types of genre to come through. This is not a typical type of PvP MMO. It's kind of like, side scroller and fast and twitchy. So yeah. All right, so next up we have ARPL, which released Hannah, which she's basically supposed to be like a hawk. She has hawk eyes, and as you can see, she's a bow character. Our ARPL is a good game. I'm hoping that they get West, because we need games that are different in ARPGs, man. Like, everything ARPG doesn't have to be typically like a Diablo clone, which most games are typically, even though they're different, they do things better. Some games even do better, Diablo better than Diablo does, say, like, Path of Exile and Grim Dawn, and even some of the newer games that are coming out do it a little bit better, but they're still clones. I want to have something a little bit different, and this seems a whole lot different. It's faster, the characters seem a little bit more open, and I'm not too sure about builds though, because the build system doesn't seem all that in-depth, say like a Path of Exile, but we'll see how good it is. And we're gonna wrap it up finally with Ashes of Creation. Now, this is pretty much just, showing off the graphics and everything else like that. But I gotta say, Ashes of Creation is starting to look like another game that we might actually be paying attention to, just like the Justice, the Battle Crew, and ARPL, and like the Dark and Light. Like, these are all games that you guys should be paying attention to in the future of what we have to look forward to. So get in there and at least like get on the newsletter, so you can get into the betas and stuff like this. This is pretty much how I get majority of the betas. Like, some companies actually know who I am, but not all of them. So I have to sign up just the same way as everybody else does and get in there. And sometimes they recognize me or recognize my channel and then out to me after the fact. But if you want to get into games like this, definitely you have to reach out yourselves. Like, they're not going to really pay much attention to you unless you actually reach out and be a fan. Be in that newsletter, be on the forums, be active. Make hype videos if you feel the need to make a hype video. I really don't do that too often. I probably make like one hype video a month, if that. So with that said, I feel this game is going to be good. Like, the graphics and the weather in this game looks excellent, like totally excellent. I haven't seen much of combat going on with it, but hopefully the combat is as sexy as all this weather. Like, I can see myself going through this world, and it's supposed to be a really big world. So we'll see how that all wraps up. I'd like to thank everybody who's been watching the MMO show. Once again, the MMO show always gets high watch time. I love you guys for watching stuff all the way through the end. And I will see you guys next week. As always, you know what the 4 things up on the screen are right now. Cook them as you see fit, and peace. Be legendary.